Sorry for the delay. My thing is being annoying. Oh, it's because I have my controller plugged in. God. There we go. Oh, this is killer chase music.
It really is. Well picked out.
Yes, I'm telling you, man. I am a god at finding music.
Nah, that's Apollo.
That is...
Yeah.
I'm joking.
You're good, but you're not Apollo good.
Rosalio, you are first, and you are currently around 60 feet away from the tabaxi.
Okay, let's see.
Who is currently on a building.
Yeah. Let's see if I can try and, like, de-escalate, or at least make a show of de-escalating. And make it to where we won't get in trouble with the king. Let's see.
Actually, yeah. Are any of you trying to be stealthy about this, or are you just pushing past people running through the streets?
I assume we're just, you know.
I'm walking at a leisurely pace because I already have 2 minions out to go catch this person, so
yeah.
I don't need to run.
Okay.
Oh,
Emery,
Emery, you're my minion for now.
I don't think that Emery has a stealthy bone in his body.
Yeah, that tracks.
Rosalio
That's what Cass was for.
Rosalio is, like, quickly moving through the crowd and stuff, but also not. He's trying to be subtle about it, somewhat. At least.
Give me a second. Nova is not subtle, but trying very hard not to run into people, at least.
Right.
I also spelled Munkle wrong.
What's that persuasion?
Munchell. Munchell.
Do you
Those are
have
funny.
dyslexia?
No, surprisingly.
Munchiel here.
Vowels are
Anyways,
funny.
let me. Sorry, I've got sidetracked from my turn.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I assume you're gonna move your movement closer.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
How far can I be heard, speaking-wise?
Speaking, I have absolutely no clue. I'm just gonna say everyone can hear each other so long as you yell.
Ha! Yelling.
Then I am going to move forward as close as I can. And then,
You are now 30 feet away.
Then I am going to, speak and basically say something along the lines of, hey, there's no need to run. I just wanted to know if you'd heard anything.
What language do you want to say this in?
This is mainly, at this point, honestly, this is sus as hell. So he's gonna just say this in common, so that other people in the crowd and stuff hear.
Okay.
Um,
Give me an insight check with advantage, or a nature check.
Insight, my character's nature's shit. Well, it's gonna have to be a pretty... Roll 1 was 19, so it's...
Okay.
19 plus 9.
Jesus
For
Christ.
Rogue moments.
This thing, it seems horrified at Emery at this current moment, but it seems like it's more scared of something else. And it isn't quite moving, like, its stature from your travels through the Fae and material planes. Its stature isn't like that of most tabaxi. It seems... While tabaxi move more fluidly and with a bit more grace, this tabaxi is almost like hunkering down with every step it takes, as if there's a wealth of force going with it that shouldn't be there if it's as light as a tabaxi would be.
1 second loading. Was the speaking, did that, like, speaking take any action or anything?
Speaking is a free action.
Okay.
If you wanted to make a persuasion check, as that, like, discussion, it would have to be either an action or a bonus action.
Okay.
But just saying it normally without a skill check, it's a free action.
Yeah. He's going to, more for the audience, because there is an audience.
Yeah, there's people fully just going around their days, buying groceries, as all of you burst through.
Yeah. So he's going to be speaking to the tabaxi, but his intentions are for the everyone else.
Give me a performance check.
Let's see. That'll be a 13 plus 8, 21.
Okay. Yeah, what do you want to try and gain from this in the audience perspective?
I want them to understand that we aren't going after this person just for, like, no reason.
Okay.
This person just wanted to ask if they'd heard any rumors or anything, and then they bolted. And that's why we're now chasing, because that's sus as hell.
Alright, yeah. The crowd at first was kind of, like, horrified and started to go to block all of you off from getting to this tabaxi. But after you start speaking, a few of them do peel off and go back to their normal things. Some of them are still starting to get into your way, though. Especially after Emery just threatened this person.
Yeah. Did Rosalio happen to hear them?
Yes.
I'm
So
guessing
incredibly.
Okay. She's absolutely, like, face-palming mentally about that. Mostly because social thing stuff.
And is there anything you would like to do for your action?
I'm gonna try and persuade the tabaxi to come on down from the roof and we can talk about this. No one needs to be harmed. And that we can help her with whatever she is afraid of. You said she was afraid of something, right?
She is frightened by Emery, but it seems like there's something else there. Like, Emery is horrifying, but there's something almost larger than Emery that isn't there, that holds a constant place in her mind.
So I'm basically going to try and persuade her to come down from the roof. We can help her. And, yeah, basically that. So, persuasion roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or deception, depending on your intention.
Well, at this point, Rosalio is actually still fully intending.
Okay. Then, yes, persuasion.
That would be 12 plus 8, 20.
You see the tabaxi starts to step forwards towards the edge of the building as if about to jump down, but turns back around and is frozen and their eyes glaze over. In almost a sun-like light covering their eyes, despite the clouds fully covering the sky at this moment in time.
Right.
Anyone who is within 60 feet, which would be, you already did your action, but if anyone within range wants to, as a reaction, they can try to make an insight or arcana check against this to see what exactly just happened.
I would like to try to make an arcana.
Do I
Arcana
get
to
to that?
insight.
Rosalio, you can make this, but it would have to be your reaction. because...
Yeah, I'll use my reaction.
Okay.
Do you want us to type the
So
results
this
in chat?
was.
Yes, please.
This is a what or a what?
This is a reaction to, and it's Arcana or Insight. If you make an Insight check, it will be at disadvantage.
Oh,
Should have said that
okay.
beforehand, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay,
It'd be
let me just
advantage?
Yeah.
change that.
Insight is disadvantage, Arcana is flat.
I rolled lower.
Alright. I need to see if I have anything for Lore Bard. I'm like, oh, 17? Yikes. But let me look at Lore Bard real quickly.
I would like to use Divine Sense.
Can you do that as a reaction?
Within 60 feet, detect the presence of undead, celestial.
Is
or
it static?
What do you mean by that?
Like, I don't think it's constant, but I don't know what you need to do, like, if it's a bonus action or a reaction.
I think it's just something you can do.
Okay, in that
Oh,
case...
Right? As an action, you can open your awareness to detect such forces. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover.
In that case, you cannot do this as a part of your reaction, unless you can, but you won't be able to do a bonus action on your turn.
English, please? Because my brain kind of just short-circuited for a hot second.
You can do it as your reaction, but you won't be able to do a bonus action on your turn.
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay. I will start with everyone who rolled insight checks, which is Nova.
And me.
Oh,
Oh,
I didn't realize you
Yeah.
were insight. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nova, you're not quite sure what just happened. You think they're fully just horrified at Emery's threat to murder them?
that's understandable.
Rosalio, you saw their stutter, and it seems almost as if they wanted to move forwards, but they physically cannot. And for those of you who rolled Arcana, Munkle, the glare... Munkle, Warren, and Allie, the glare... It resembles almost a dominate person spell, or something akin to that. Some kind of charm effect.
Interesting.
And Emery, with your divine sense, you sense both undead and celestial influence on this tabaxi. Can you sense Fae with divine sense?
I don't think I can sense Fae, but I can totally sense Celestial Fiend and Undead.
In that case,
Yeah.
you only sense undead and celestial. And it is directly... It's almost in the mind of this tabaxi.
Well,
I will also say that I would have known this if my fucking character sheet would have told me this kind of stuff.
It's okay. Then that will be Allie's turn.
So I see there's the hunched figure, right? Like the tabaxi's more hunched.
Yeah, they went to step forwards and come down from the ledge, but they are currently frozen in the step.
Could I try to cast See Invisibility and see if there's anything that we're not seeing that's around?
Yeah. Is there a save for that, or is that just something that you do?
It's something that I do. I'll post the spell and D&D rolling.
Thank you. That would be greatly appreciated, because I can't remember exactly what it does. You can see into
It
the...
allows
You can see into the ethereal plane, yeah. You see, because you were one of the people who directly saw that celestial last night. You see the wings of a celestial, almost like that of a seraphim. Seraphim are angels who have 6 wings, 2 to cover their face, 2 to cover their body, and 2 to actually fly. It looks as if these wings are wrapped around the tabaxi's form.
Could I try to roll either a history or religion to see what could have possibly be the reason a seraphim would be involved?
Well, you aren't necessarily sure that it is a seraphim. That's just what it resembles.
Or
Because-
this celestial, I should say.
Yeah. Give me a religion check.
That's painful.
Yeah.
That is a 12.
I'll let you have advantage because you can see this.
Oh, thank you. Otherwise, I would have casted. Guidance if I had
Oh my god! You guys are not in your safer today.
You aren't exactly
Oh,
sure. What's your class?
Hey,
It is
hey
a
everyone.
Bard Celestial Warlock.
Okay.
Oh, hold
Yeah,
on,
Alan?
What's up, Alan?
I gotta go do some shopping real quick. I will be right back.
All right.
Okay, have fun.
Yeah.
Don't let the alligators eat you.
Buddy, we're in California. We don't have alligators.
There's always an alligator.
I wouldn't be
Somewhere.
surprised.
There might be one behind you right now.
What?
There's a
I'm
wall
in the
behind
UK.
me, motherfucker. What are you speaking?
You made your pact with. Who did you make your pact with again?
Celestial Dragon.
Celestial dragon. Some dragons, they do have wings, so you are aware of the kind of hierarchy that wings resemble in celestial culture. A 6-winged being, as I said before, is a seraphim. They are nearest to the gods that they serve. But this isn't, you can tell this isn't draconic because it's feathered. But its feathers aren't quite right. They're almost like shattered. As if they're seen in a reflection of a broken mirror.
Ali Hazard, upon looking at what seems to be nothing, his eyes are kind of illuminating as if a spell is active, staring right at this angelic sort of presence. And he speaks in Celestial of, "State your business, wayward spirit."
You have no business here. Move along. All of you hear this as it's talking through the tabaxi. And it doesn't sound like the tabaxi's voice. It's...
Does the crowd hear it?
Yes, the sound almost echoes throughout the, like, area of the neighborhood that you're in.
Okay, good.
Ooh. That's when Ali Hazard would look at Rosalio and the others that were with him, around him, say, "I sense some sort of celestial sort of energy. Something familiar about it, ish. 6 wings. Closely resembles to a seraphim hierarchy of celestial state that is near the top, but doesn't seem quite right."
I want to speak so bad, but it's not my turn.
You can speak out of turn.
Oh, thank God! I didn't know if I could or not.
Yeah, you guys can converse between turns.
Yeah, because Emery would not have kept his knowledge to himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's some kind of undead celestial. I can smell it. Reeks.
You also made it smelling. Why did you make it smelling?
Because that's what it says on the...
It's actually a smell?
Yeah, Yeah, divine sense.
It can be a smell or a music
sound
or
or
any of your
sight.
senses, really.
Or taste.
It could be
Ah.
generally divine sense is just any of your
Oh
senses,
shit, give me a moment.
which
Yeah.
taste would be hilarious.
If you're playing a Yuan tea, it could work out pretty well.
Honestly, yeah.
You see a demon, you start tasting like hot Cheetos.
No, but like it has to be moldy hot Cheetos
Oh.
because according to this, powerful evil tastes, smells, sounds, whatever, absolutely horrendous. But good is nice and pleasant.
I will remind you that that's actually a good thing to know. This thing doesn't smell horrendous or good. It smells like something that would have been amazing, but it's slightly off. As if too much of a good thing, if that makes sense. Like it's overwhelming.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
Well,
yeah, what I was gonna say is not all celestials are good, and not all demons are evil or undead, especially in
Yeah.
this campaign. So that's not necessarily a direct giveaway, whether they're good or bad.
Yeah, because I will say that depending on, it varies for Emery. Sometimes things will smell, sometimes they'll taste, sometimes they'll sound. Like, this time, it's a smell. Mostly because that is what's most convenient for him at the moment. There's too many sounds, so he wouldn't be able to hear it. He's not really paying attention to the taste in his mouth, so it would be irrelevant. I mean, he can't see what's going on with the person, so smell.
Yeah.
Fair?
Is Allie back yet?
No.
Dang it. Okay, I guess I'll just have to tell them that later. Because there's something else I forgot to say, which is very interesting. But now it's the Tabaxi's turn. I would like... So, Rosalio, you are up near the front with, Emery.
Yep.
I think Warren, you're the furthest away. Munkle, you're a little bit in front of Warren, so around 60 feet away, especially since you haven't had your turn yet.
Oh, yeah, also I remember during the chase I got a nat 1 to
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're right in front of Warren, who's fully leisurely walking. And Allie, I don't know if Allie, did you
I'm back.
did you use your movement to get closer?
Yes, I did use my movement.
Okay. In that case, you Rosalio and Emery are within 10 feet of each other or so. Mostly because Emery hasn't gone yet, so they haven't gotten to move 60 feet or whatever. But I would like the three of you to make me a... Where is the spell? Make me a Constitution saving throw.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Alright, we're gonna look. Oh. The dice are not in my favor today.
What'd you get?
What's going on?
The dice are not in my favor today.
Yeah.
No,
It-
they are
Next.
not.
It's just 3 people. So 8, 14, and Emery, what did you get?
What?
Constitution saving throw.
Oh, okay. Why? What happened?
Spell is being cast.
Dude. Oh my god, I just realized why I'm so spacey.
Did you not take your meds?
No.
Dude,
Especially my ADHD meds.
take your meds. I didn't take my meds
Well,
today. I haven't gotten them
If I
yet.
take... The thing is about, like, almost all of my medication is that it makes me drowsy. So I physically
That
cannot
sucks.
take it. So you'll just have to kind of deal with me being like, what's going on? What happened?
I will.
So yeah, please make
Oh,
me...
19!
Hey! You are the only one who succeeds.
+3 in con, baby.
Wait.
Do I have to do anything?
No, not yet.
Which person is the healer?
Me.
Don't
Oh,
worry,
me.
everyone.
Alright.
I mean, I
Don't worry,
got
everyone.
some.
I might have the. I think I have the ability to cast spells.
Rosalio and Ali, you guys take 28 thunder damage as Shatter is cast.
Resistance. Fuck yeah.
Nice. I forgot you had that subrace. Emery, you take half of that, which is 14.
Alright.
And the way this looks is just like for Ali, what you saw the shattered, almost fractal-like wings wrapping around this. That same kind of fracture in space swallows the three of you. And you're all like, you feel it pulse through you. And it's rather painful, but it's not as strong as you would have expected, given this celestial influence. And if the three of you would like, you can make me Arcana checks. Free action.
Alright, only because it's a free action.
Yeah.
Well, that's that one.
Alright,
one.
this is a flat roll.
Did
Flat
you also roll it at one? I'll give you advantage. I'll give you advantage because you can actually see this. No, not you. Not you, Emery.
no,
Ali has advantage. What'd you get? Did you also roll in that one?
No.
Did you get a nat 20? Jesus Christ.
17.
Okay. The two of you,
Remember that Emery's the one that read the book.
Yes. And Emery, you are also the one, or at least one of the three, who has seen this kind of thing before. One of the four, actually. Now including Ali. You remember this. Almost as if deja vu. You remember seeing a vast expanse of space and a being made almost of pure crystalline structure with this same fragment going through them.
The egg and the chicken. The chicken egg. Remember? The baby chicken.
You do remember
From the
this
first time.
now. Ali,
From the first time.
you don't know about that, but you do see the same fractal. However, as I said before, its power isn't as strong as it should be, so it seems as if this celestial is imparting some of its power through some kind of pact, which is why you had advantage.
Oh.
Whether this pact was forced upon them or willing, you are unsure at this time. But the Celestial, for some reason or another, is granting this Tabaxi power. And then they are going to take their movement and bonus action to dash about 60 feet further away from you guys on the roof. And now it's Munkle's turn. Hi, Munkle.
Oh, so what's the plan here? It,
The plan is not die, don't upset the locals so much that we get arrested.
yeah, you see, I'm personally not, I'm not really one to use my, I guess, expertise for violence. Would one of you like the ability to climb walls?
If.
Yeah.
I
Here.
wouldn't mind it.
Did you seriously prepare the spell Spider Climb?
Of course.
I'm ruined. This
Yeah,
was it. This is what broke me. It wasn't Cookie God. This was it.
I assume, here, you can have it, or, I'll just, I guess you can have it, Emery.
Thanks. I'm the one
Yeah.
that tasted it after all. I can fucking body
Yeah,
that
you,
Rosalio is good at acrobatics, he'll be fine.
you go and peacefully talk to them, and I'm gonna, give you a pat. I pull out a wrench, right? Because I have it like tucked in my waistband at all times, right? So like, Munkle pulls it out, right? And the thing is, he like just kind of gives you a light tap on the back, and there's like a faint, like where it touched you, there's like a little glow, and then it goes out.
Awesome.
There you go.
Let's do this.
And there is really not much else I can do. And that's the end of the turn. Cause I don't fucking got anything else I can do, dog.
Hey, what you did is gonna be great. Because of haste that I have currently on myself affecting me.
Everyone buff Emery and tell Emery's unstoppable.
Emery will chase this lady down to the ends of the earth.
We just top
The
it
only-
off with a fly on top of that, and just like, go on, fly.
Ooh, that would be
Flying
lovely.
haste combined.
Fly and haste.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Unfortunately, they're concentration spells, so I can't do both at once.
Well, that's when we like share the load a little bit, and I can cast fly. I say
What? You guys get spells?
Sorry, everyone. What just happened? I was talking to my sister. She gave me my meds.
Oh, we're talking about how we can stack buffs on Emery.
Please no. I swear this is. Those of you who are in campaign 1, you guys remember the trouble that was caused by you guys buffing Hyperion before he fought the what's his
The
face?
entirety of the guard.
Yeah.
Paladins rule.
All of you are so crazy.
That's
Crazy.
fine.
I was crazy once.
Hey,
I
for,
hate you.
When
No, you
do
don't. You
craft
love
for
me.
several hours on the most overpowered character we can think of.
Oh.
Yeah, we managed to
we
get up
spent,
to like
Okay.
380 damage. Per turn.
Well, whose turn was it again?
It would
Monk
be,
moves.
Boxy.
Casting. Wait, I thought it was Munkle casting Spider Climb on
Yeah.
Emery.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if Munkle isn't going to do anything else, then I suppose it would be my turn.
Yep.
All right. So, quick question. From the Arcana check, can I tell if this is either a spell or a curse affecting them?
Give me an Arcana check.
All right. Do I get advantage because I saw them being affected by something? Or just a straight roll?
Just a straight roll.
Alright, that'll be a 15.
This doesn't appear to be a spell, and it's less of a curse, and as I said to Allie, more of a pact.
All right. So dispel magic and remove curse won't do anything.
No.
All right, gotcha. Darn
All
it.
we can do is soothe, like, whoever is.
That was a
getting
good
infected.
idea, though.
Hmm?
Yeah. All right. So in that case, how far is the tabaxi away from Warren?
They're currently out of line of sight. You're currently like 90 feet away from Emery.
90 feet.
You're 90 feet from
Oh.
Emery, and then the tabaxi went 60 feet away on a rooftop, so they're out of your line of sight.
All right, but can what's his name? Can Gufo see him?
Yes. Yes, they can.
Who's
My little
Gufo?
owl. With a
They're
fly speed
owl.
of- he's my familiar.
Huh.
He's got a fly speed of 60 feet. So I'll have Gufo run up, fly up to the tabaxi, and then if I were to move my full movement of 30 feet up to towards the tabaxi, would that put me within 100 feet?
90 square. The square root of 90 minus 60 squared. Nope. Give me a sec.
So they're more-
I gotta do some trigonometry. Trigonometry.
Trigonometry.
God, not the
Math.
Photos app. Photo math. There we go. It's times like this, I wish that I had set up a battle map. Squared minus... Nope. Plus 60 squared. No, that would not put you within 100 feet.
Darn. All right, then I guess I'm just gonna use my movement to try to chase after the speeding bullet that is our paladin.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just gonna jog after him, I suppose. I will use my action to stealth so that in case anyone gets the wrong idea, I can
You can pretend you're not a part of the
pretend
group.
I am not a part of it.
God.
Yeah, so yeah, I'll use my action to stealth.
Okay. Give me a
So-
stealth check.
Should that be a stealth check?
Yeah.
Alright. That is a 27.
You are... Despite there being no shadows, you are somehow one with the shadows.
I just asked my question. That's all. It has to be plus 8 at least, right?
They're a rogue, so they have
Yes,
expertise.
Oh, okay. I have more questions.
Actually, I'm a wizard.
Oh,
I
what?
have the
Why did I
five-
think you were a rogue?
Aha.
Aesthetic?
You
Probably.
thought
Oh,
was
yeah,
gonna know
I-
because of my
I-
background, but
yeah,
actually,
'cause- yeah.
I am a wizard with the skill expert. Which
Oh.
gives you a proficiency in one skill and an expertise in a skill that you have proficiency in.
Okay. That makes more sense. So you do have
Yeah.
expertise.
You get with skill expert, you get one free expertise, which I put in stealth.
Nice. Will that be your turn?
Haha. That will be my turn because, I mean, I was kind of hoping to have my owl do something cool, but they're too
Wait,
far,
can you
so I can't
cast
do
from
it.
your owl?
So yeah, as long you can cast a touch spell, a spell with a range of touch from your familiar, as long as that familiar is within 100 feet of you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, unfortunately not.
So yeah. Yeah, unfortunately I can't do anything, so I'm just gonna follow the party.
Then that will be Emery.
The weirdest game of tag ever.
Your movement speed is currently 60, because you are hasted, so it's doubled. 60, and you have an extra action. But you don't have a bonus action.
Dash, baby, dash. I'm
Go for the
going
frigate.
through this bitch.
You can creepily climb on walls.
10 feet of that is expended climbing up the wall. So you have 50 free movement and your 2 actions.
I'm going for this bitch. How close can I get to them with 50 feet of movement?
With 50 feet, you're within 10 feet.
I have no
Regular
idea
actions
how.
give you a dash. That's just a regular D&D thing. So you can then dash again, and then get into like actual melee range.
Level 6, and we're already moving 100 feet.
Yeah, 100 feet. You can just tell on like body this poor tabaxi.
You can body it. I do actually have a homebrew thing for bodying creatures.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, dash, just fucking dash and run right into it.
All
We're
right.
pulling we fucking pulling an A
Tackle
train
it
here.
to the goddamn
Oh my-
ground.
I hate you. I hate your reference, Aiden. It's an amazing reference, but I hate you.
It's not. This is literally just an A train. Though.
It is.
Like fucking-
It is.
Oh fuck yeah.
And if this bitch still has the gall to keep on fighting, then I'm gonna hit it with an axe twice with a smite.
Smites
smite.
take smites take your bonus action.
do.
Paladin smites don't. The smite spells
Yeah.
do.
Oh yeah.
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 Paladin
So it depends
smite-
on if you're using your smite
Oh,
spell.
I'm not using the smite spell. I'm using
Okay.
the paladin smite.
Okay. God damn it! Where
That is
General Surge?
like. I
Give.
did tell this thing
Yeah.
that if it kept running,
I can't.
kept running.
I cannot find my thing for bodying creatures. So just give me an attack with your strength and advantage.
Okie dokie. And a crit.
Jesus Christ.
Oh shit.
Oh wait, I did find it. Da-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Oh, sorry.
I'm
It's not an
thinking.
attack roll. It's a dex save on my part.
In athletics.
Why does it have to be dexterity?
They're dodging out of your way.
Yeah. I
They're
believe
making the
either
dexterity
athletics or
save.
acrobatics.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are they making the dexterity save against?
It would be 8.
Your attack roll?
It would be 8 plus your proficiency plus your strength mod.
8 plus proficiency 11. 12. It's not a high DC.
12.
Emery isn't very strong.
Hmm.
He's very tough, but not very strong.
If you want, you can use your dexterity in place of that. In place of your
That's
strength.
even worse!
In that case, they are able to weave out of the way.
Fine then.
Does Emery
I'm
just
hitting-
like how far away are they from the edge of the roof? Does Emery then just kind of like run off the roof? Wile E. Coyote style?
Basically.
Okay.
Actually, because I will have them have disadvantage because of how far you're running from. They still succeed.
Emery, just don't look down and you can float in the air. Just don't look down.
Don't look down. It's
Don't look
fantastic.
down.
Like, Emery was just trying to tackle the man. Like, he wasn't trying to run off the cliff.
Yeah, I get what you mean. So you now only have your action left.
And Emery is just gonna, with the most menace and malice he has ever given to anyone, kept running. Now you're gonna pay!
Rosalio feels a like just sense of overwhelming dread. Like,
You do hear this. You fully hear this. It echoes across the rooftop.
Rosalio face
Oh.
off. It's okay, it just
You're
like-
not gonna die, but you're going unconscious.
You're not gonna die, but you're gonna wish you're dead after this.
Exactly. You're gonna wish that you never met me.
Give me your... Do you have extra attack yet?
Yeah.
Huh.
And I can do a paladin smite on both. I think. I'll have to double check.
I think smite is once per turn.
No.
Nope.
When you
No.
Jesus
This is-
Christ.
This is why paladins are fun.
Yeah.
And this is
Smite
why Blue
spells
won't
are
let me
once
take
per-
a level of Paladin.
Yep, smite spells are once per turn, but paladin smite is
Okay.
once per attack.
That hits.
Wait, I thought you were multi-classed. Or are you not multi-classed
multi-
anymore?
I am multi-class. Level 5
It
paladin.
could be like
Oh, okay.
one. Yeah, there it is.
I thought it was a 2-3 split. Nope, 3-3 split.
No. 5-1 split.
Okay. So yeah, make those 2 attacks.
Oh, I swallowed spit down wrong. Oh,
Yeah.
You good?
yeah. Ah, I fucking hate life. No, I don't. Not at this moment. Double checking anything on attacks with these. So that is a dirty 20
That hits.
and a 22
Both of those hit.
with a great axe, baby.
We're not
Oh.
trying to kill the tabaxi.
This is non-lethal. Non-lethal damage. As long as it's a weapon attack, I can make it non-lethal.
Yeah, like
I'm
I
going to make them regret life.
yeah, like I can hit somebody in the face with a baseball bat, but if I don't mean to kill them,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly, you know.
Yeah, I totally get you.
Yeah.
It's only when it's a crit, when it's like it doesn't matter sort of scenario.
Where is my divine smite rules?
I attacked them with the backside of my weapon.
Hold on, I think
Here,
I
I'll
have
send Divine Smite into the chat.
Divine Smite.
Yeah, I was trying to find the damage for level 2.
Level 2
Two
spell.
level
48.
2s.
Yeah.
3d8.
3d8?
3d8, 48 if it's undead or fiend, but
The...
It is undead!
It itself is not. Unfortunately.
No, it's
You
just the
said it smelled
the
of
being
undead.
It's the being controlling it is. But you're attacking the tabaxi itself, not the thing.
Ah, well,
It'd be like attacking a warlock of the undead when they're merfolk.
Yeah.
right.
Not undead,
Well-
they just devote themselves to
Yeah.
one.
Well, that is still 2 3d8s, so have fun with a total of 47 damage.
Alright. 47. This thing is incredibly bloodied. However, it will use its reaction and force you to make a dexterity saving throw.
I have advantage. Thank
Why?
you, haste.
Oh.
of which the DM makes a couple. Damn, I lost my train of thought. I need to take my ADHD medicine. Oops.
Do.
Shit.
Take it.
You know, I gotta love it when I have advantage because the first time I got it too. Right? And then guess what fucking happened?
Not
again?
one. Or not 20. I can't tell
Level
which.
2. Guess what fucking happened again?
Jesus
I
Christ.
think my
It's just-
site is
oh my
broken.
God.
I think my
Oh,
website
boy.
is broken. I think it's broken. My website.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Alan. I love you so much. This is why you're one of my best friends. Well, there are other reasons, but it's because you're an awesome person. But this helps.
Yeah, it's because I decided to go with haste over something stupid like fireball.
Yeah.
I mean, I still have fireball, but still. Anyway.
You take 24 fire damage halved to Jesus, I rolled so low on that. Wait, did I math that right? Yep. You take 24 halved to 12 fire damage as this thing...
Because I'm a tiefling, that's 6!
Damn. As it erupts in fire, casting Hellish Rebuke.
You think to use fire on me, stupid!
You do realize you are currently in armor, which does not make it easy to see what you are. Saying that as the
Maybe,
DM.
Hitting his head against the lamppost going, why did I team up? So why did it have to be idiots?
He only
And
has a similar reaction. Like,
Now surrender, or this will get uglier.
and as you say that, it's going to be Nova's turn.
Okay, first of all, I rolled a nat 1 on initiative. Does that do anything?
I'm gonna say no because you're already far behind.
Okay, second question. My understanding of the situation is that we are 60 feet running speed, 60 feet on the ground and 60 feet of climbing away from the tabaxi. Does that sound about right? It's been a bit wishy-washy.
60 feet walking, 10 feet up, which is climbing, and then 60
And then
feet
another.
forwards. Yeah. So in total, for someone who's not hasted and can't spider climb, it would take 60, 80, 140 feet to get there.
Okay. Next question. As a Harangon, I have a little something
You have the leap?
called Rabbit Hop.
Yep.
As a bonus action, you can jump a number of feet equal to 5 times your proficiency bonus. So, because there's not a lot I can do without being very, very close to people, I'm basically going to spend my movement and my action to dash 60 feet to wherever this wall is, and
Okay.
then bonus action, Rabbit Hop up the top of the wall, and that'll be my turn. So I'm now 60 feet away.
What's your proficiency bonus?
3, so it should be
3,
15
15
feet,
feet
and
up.
that should get me to the top.
Yeah, that gets you to the top, and you're 5 feet forward, so you're 55
Yes.
feet away.
Okay, cool. And that is the end of my turn. This is the class I chose.
Yeah, it's unfortunate when stuff like this happens and there's a chase scene. Then that will be Rosalio's turn.
Right.
Top of the initiative.
He's
Yo.
decided that trying to knock himself out isn't going to help him. And is going to try and knock the lady out instead so that this can all be sorted out.
You currently don't have line of sight. Unless you want to move up onto the roof. Then you would have line
He's
of
going
sight.
to move closer to the roof, and can I do an acrobatics check to see if I can, like, jump up over onto the roof?
You can, or you can just use your movement to do so.
I'm gonna do the acrobatics check.
Okay.
That's more fun.
If you succeed this, you won't have to use half your movement. Not half your
That's
movement.
a-
You won't have to use double the movement to
That's
get
a
up.
17 plus 7.
Yep, you straight up backflip 10 feet into the air and land up there. You have 20 feet of movement left.
He does a small, like, bow upon landing. Always
Nova
the shoulders.
claps. Nova claps.
Defying gravity. Who are you, the Wicked Witch of the West?
Mary Poppins moves.
How far away are they?
You are right next to You're right next to Nova. You're 5 feet behind Nova. Sorry. But you
60
have
feet away from the action.
but you have 20 feet of movement left.
Okay. And I still have my bonus action, correct?
Yes. But you did action to dash. Wait, did you? No.
No.
Nova did. Sorry.
Okay, so I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Zephyr Strike.
I love and hate that spell so much.
I love it.
Let me just send the stats into group chat for anyone who's curious. Which makes it to where I have 50 feet of movement speed. Then he's going to, he's got a dagger in hand, and he's going to throw that with the intent of knocking the tabaxi out, not hitting with the blade in it. He also gets advantage on the attack due to Zephyr Strike.
Shit, it's been an hour already. Okay, let's find another song.
Oh, jeez, it's been an hour.
Oh my.
Fuck.
I mean, fun hour.
Oh, absolutely. My plan all sound good, DM?
What?
Zephyr Strike, move forward. And then
Oh, yeah,
throw a
that's
dagger
fine.
To knock out. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see if this song will work.
All right.
You,
That'll be a
I will actually say you have double advantage on the roll, because Emery is currently flanking them. So,
that would just
And
be
also
nice.
being
yeah,
a
it's advantage
fucking
plus 5.
menace.
Oh, we do
So
double advantage.
It's advantage,
Shit.
and then you add 5 to the roll.
Okay, so that's 1 second doing math. He's just using one of the normal daggers. I also get my sneak attack damage on this because it's flanking.
You also have
that's
advantage, so yeah.
Yeah. Already rolled with advantage. Got a 15, so that's then plus 5, plus 7.
Yeah, you hit.
Means, yeah. Okay.
This
so
thing's
that's,
AC is 16.
Let's see here. Okay. And I also need a D8 for the Zephyr Strike.
Oh, also, Caspian. Not Caspian. Why did I say Caspian? I was reading your message at the time, Sky. Emery, when you striked it with your blade, its blood was clear. Almost silver.
Oh.
Actually, no, that was hey. 1 second, finding die. I need another four die. That isn't going to leave scars in my hand. Metal die. Painful to roll potentially.
Allie's just kind of standing to himself and like, I swear, if I get up there and there's a bloody pulp instead of tabaxi, I'm going to commit arson.
Yes, let's commit arson.
Okay. So shall I break it down to damage and type?
No. Type currently does
Okay,
not
okay.
matter.
Let's see. Let me just add it up. 12, 17, 19, 22 damage.
Oof. It bonks this thing in the head, but unfortunately, it starts to fall back and it catches itself. It's on the door of unconsciousness.
Why do you keep fighting? Just get down already.
And
It's also going to yell, basically saying,
I do believe you can bonus action to throw another dagger. Oh no, you already bonus action
No.
Zephyr Strike.
yeah.
So is Rosalio ending the turn 10 feet away or 30 feet away from the action?
10 feet away.
10 feet away.
Okay. I'm trying to track positions a little.
Throwing
Fine.
dagger range isn't that great.
Yeah.
And Warren's just following up like, "Don't worry, guys, I'll take up the rear." just like,
Well, see, the plan here is if we all get arrested, you're the escape plan.
God. Yeah.
I'd rather not get arrested.
He's Rosalia has already written these instructions on a card and like sent it your way.
Jesus.
This isn't the first time Emery's been arrested for something stupid.
Don't worry, guys. I know a guy.
It is now Allie's turn.
So getting up this wall will be half movement, right?
It would be twice as much movement as it would normally take, so it takes 20 feet of movement.
Okay, so that would leave me 10 feet. But
Yeah.
when I'm on the top of the roof, how much would that leave me to everyone else?
So once you get up there, you have 10 feet to move. If you move 10 feet forwards, you're 50 feet away from the action.
Okay, this brings another question. The two that are closest to this tabaxi, what are your HP?
Ooh,
Don't worry,
one
no
second.
damage.
21 hit
Just out of
points.
curiosity.
How are
That
you at
is-
21?
Sleep spell.
Sleep spell.
The shadow.
I am missing 20 hit points, so that is, I am at 36 in total.
Well, I'm gonna climb up here, just looking at this action and seeing that there's just so much hostility. Like, wow, that's not really needed. So he's
Yeah.
just going to, like, cast sleep on the three of them. If it's only the backseat that falls asleep, great. But it doesn't matter if all three of them fall asleep. Everything just needs to calm down. Just calm the fuck down. NyQuil for you.
Rosalio confusing now.
So how I flavor this is that he's just literally just like outstretching his hand and like sleep powder almost that just kind of sprinkles on for a moment and just vanishes.
Is sleep
In,
a saving throw?
No.
No.
No,
Shit.
not.
It just happens.
It happens. Hold on, let me load up the spell and do it.
Roll 5d8. Jesus Christ.
It's a pretty good spell.
Yeah, I will also say that because Emery's been hasted, he's basically gonna end up passing the fuck out after the spell ends.
Sleep.
Yep.
24.
All right. And how much HP did Emery have?
36.
Okay. 24. You rolled 1 off from making Rosalio pass out as well. But this thing was at 4 HP, and it is now... It fully just... Like... It's... In one moment, it's about to snap its fingers and do more magic. And the other, it's fully just falling backwards, frozen, and passes out.
Thank
Ali, as soon as this happens,
And combat
just, like,
ends.
hand me the
Thank
tabaxi.
fuck.
Hold on,
Rosalio very quickly grabs the tabaxi and starts like gets
What?
Emery picking them up and moving them.
Sorry that some of you guys didn't get to do anything.
Yeah.
And
we're
second,
good.
this is very, very, very
Alright, so
important.
what happened?
Sky, could you also change the music, please?
Yeah, I'm looking. What kind
Okay.
of music? Oh, I think
Oh,
I think I have the kind of music if the playlist would load.
Okay,
You know,
so
when you
this is-
have a playlist full of 573 songs, it takes a minute to get to where you want to go.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I can see that now.
Okay, so
Nova's
Rosalia,
gonna
what are
walk
you
up and
doing?
offer some rope.
Yeah, over time, all of you are able to just get up there.
Yeah,
Allie,
like
what were you
Emery
saying?
was.
I was wondering what you were doing, Rosalia, because I didn't quite hear you.
He's just getting the tabaxi to you for you to heal.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Don't heal them yet. We need to tie them up. Make
Heal
sure that
first,
they
but
can't.
then
Because
Okay,
if
wait.
they cast another spell that just blinks the fuck out of here, or batter us again into a million pieces with their magic good eyes, then I'm gonna be
Hello.
yes.
I'm sure
Welcome back, Alan.
And now,
I'm sure hostility is not
Alright.
needed for this.
and now, I am going to take a nap. Good night, everyone. And he just fucking falls on the floor.
Nova's
Alright.
gonna try to catch you so that at least you're not hitting your head on anything.
Give me a strength check.
Oh, that one thing that I'm good at.
Mm-hmm.
19.
You are able to... It hurts when Emery falls, but you are able to slow their descent.
Congratulations, you caught a pretty heavy man.
And I'm just gonna set him down and like pull out my bedroll so that there's like something to rest on that's decent compared to roof.
So
Anyway,
you
we-
all tie them up?
Backs-
We tied
Yeah.
Baxi up and healed them in the order of Allie's two.
Probably heal first because I'm pretty sure if we don't do this with aggression, violence isn't really needed or tying up.
Keep in mind the sleep
Thing
spell
is-
keeps them unconscious for 1 minute.
Oh, never mind.
I mean, healing only takes 6
Rosalio's
seconds.
getting the rope out now.
We could do it at the same time, right?
Yeah,
Alright,
you can.
Quick question.
Yes?
Alright, can Gufo see that the situation has calmed down?
Yes.
Alright, I will drop concentration on haste.
Yeah, that's why Emery passed the fuck out.
Does haste give you a level of exhaustion when it's finished? Or no?
No.
Okay.
It forces you on your next turn. You cannot take an action. Or
Oh, okay.
react. Give me a second.
Yeah, it's chill.
Basically,
They're just passed out right now.
tired. Yeah. He just
Yeah.
went into
He's a
he's
power.
taken like a he's taken a 5-minute power nap.
So,
Okay, so yeah, after the spell ends, the target can't move or take actions until after their next turn.
so yeah, Emery just said they passed out, so that's...
So yeah,
Emery's taking a 5-minute power nap.
Warren
And...
is going to slowly walk down the street, pulling out a cup of tea.
Jesus Christ.
To he will look up at the roof to see what's going on, but he will remain a respectable distance away. Gufo will be up there to oversee
Supervise.
everything.
Rosalio,
Yeah, so
are you going to be
Gufo's
the
gonna-
one to tie the thing?
Well, Rosalio does know all the tricks for how to, like, make sure a
And I-
knot is actually solid.
Okay. Sorry.
Give the help action.
Yeah,
Help
you can.
Rosalio with tying things up.
Give me sleight of hand with advantage.
Well, thank God I had advantage. That was a nat one there.
Not much skill can do when you roll a nat 1.
Yeah. But thankfully, advantage helps. So that's gonna be 27 in total.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you tie this thing up super easy. And
How
after
much I could for healing, really quickly.
after having been put to sleep, this thing's form isn't quite the same. You do see its blood, which was that silvery ichor. It passes out and its skin goes pale white.
Oh, it's a changeling.
It is a changeling.
With my see
By the way,
invisibility.
Rosalio has his other dagger at this point.
Uh,
It is now,
what were you gonna
what
say?
is he going? I
My
just loaded. Sorry.
oh no. See invisibility lasts for an hour. It's not a concentration thing.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if this. So I'm wondering if this being's gone now.
The being is still there, but it's not actively participating. Like, When you saw it before, it was fully taking control, which imparted more of its power into the being. Its power is still there in the form of the pact. However, it's not actively paying attention at the moment. Like when you're listening to a YouTube video in the background of doing some homework.
Oh, I see. Okay. So, first of all, I heal it 11, and I guess I can add a cure wounds to that too. So let me just.
So you heal it 11,
Why not?
and then
I'm gonna just check my cure wounds and see how much I need to roll for that. Eight plus 5, 13. So 3d8 plus 13. For a third level. 27 more.
Jesus Christ. All right. Do you wait until it wakes up, or do you try to wake it up on your own?
No, just
Let them rest for a
relax.
moment.
Yep. Before the changeling wakes up, I'm going to pull out a newspaper, sit down at a nearby table, and then I will pull up a pair of goggles and a headset, and I'm gonna listen and see through Gufo's eyes and ears. So I will be able to see and hear everything that goes on up there, while still sitting down here.
Smart.
All right. In that case,
I am enjoying a cup of tea.
after a
You
minute,
go, Alan.
it groggily wakes up. Its voice sounds relatively back to normal again. It doesn't sound under the influence of the undead or celestial, but its voice sounds slightly different because it's now in its changeling form.
Yep.
Where am I?
You're on the
You're on the
rooftop. Rosalia reveals that he is a changeling as well, by the way. Yeah. Granted, everyone else he's just showing his changeling form to the other changeling.
I'm at ease.
Hello.
Yeah. You're on the rooftop. What the being you made a pact with, after I went to ask if you'd heard any rumors or anything, went and how to word it?
a little rogue.
Sure. And you were somewhat injured in the ensuing battle. However, we've patched you up.
Thank you.
Granted, some of us were the ones who injured you in the first place, but Hi.
Sorry. I'm awake. Yeah, I beat the shit out of you. I am so sorry, dude.
Rosalia just like pushes Emery away slightly.
No, I am trying to apologize. You fuck off.
They
Allie's
probably
kind of
do not
staring
want
at
to be
the two
presented
that are
with
responsible.
someone who literally nearly cleaved them in half. And moving on. Apologies. I simply wanted to know if you might have if you are okay, first of all. Second, if you have any idea of what that was about.
Allow them a bit more time to wake up. They just went through a lot of stress. Also, be easy on your left side really quickly. The wounds didn't quite heal completely.
Well,
I did as much as I could.
Hold on. If I can heal people too. Let me see more. Alright.
At level 5, you would have 25 hit points for Paladin lay on hands.
Yep.
I would
Here,
like
as
Emery
like what?
and Allie to give me a religion or arcana check.
Please, 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 please,
Wait,
please.
Rosalio is focusing on the
25.
Can I
26,
pick up
I mean.
anything through insight?
Well,
Sure.
I'm bad at both, so
Yeah, give me an
and
insight
16.
check. 16
Plus
isn't that bad.
10?
Alright.
11 plus 11.
Jesus Christ, 26 for your arcana check.
Yes.
Well, I will start with the insighter. Emery, did you roll insight or... Okay.
I'm not spelling out the full word.
For insight, they still look scared. And it's not of Emery anymore. They've calmed down a bit in regards to Emery. They appear to be almost paranoid. For Emery, the religion check. What world are you from again? Are you from Blues?
Emery. No.
Okay. I wasn't sure because both y'all had that radiation thing, so wasn't sure.
No. Emery has nothing to do with Mageburn.
Okay.
He's just a dude from an apocalypse.
In that case, because you read the book, you are able to piecemeal things together. There isn't any specific celestial or undead presence that was mentioned in the book that was heralded by these kinds of fractals. However, it was referenced as a being of great power who's beyond this world, interacting with the mortal plane. So whatever it is, whatever god or celestial or undead it was, it holds immense power. And for the 26 Arcana, as I said before, it is a pacted, it's a bard warlock in mechanical terms. From what you can tell, it's scared in that this is a new connection. They haven't gotten the reins of it yet. So everything that basically just happened, they were almost like watching it from the passenger seat. So basically their patron took control of their body.
Ouch.
Allie's just, he would just ease up and try to look more relaxed, a little sympathetic.
Is there anything else you
You
want
know-
to try to glean from this Arcana check? Because you did beat 20.
I can probably assume the school is, of course, conjuration of sorts. Not conjuration. What is the school again? The
School of what?
Magic. The School of Magic.
What School of Magic?
What classification of magic would this fall under? Like conjuration, abjuration, evocation?
The Pact? Or the Controlling?
The controlling.
That's actually a really good question. I think this would fall more under divination?
Would it be enchantment?
Enchantment, yes. I
Alright,
forgot
so
about
it's
that
just
one.
I was just wondering mostly because of the fact of, since this is like something put onto by some sort of being, if the school would be adjusted or influenced in a way.
Yeah. It is. It's not quite like, because as I said before, it's not exactly a spell, so it doesn't necessarily have the regular schools of magic. It resembles what would be an enchantment spell, but it's not a spell. And as I said before, it is still currently present, but distanced. So it may be reluctant to answer any of your questions unless you are able to get to some kind of hallowed ground that this thing cannot follow.
Let me check my spell list really quickly. I might have something that's third level.
You may also, you can look around the city for somewhere else,
Yeah.
because it doesn't necessarily have to
Rosalia-
be a spell.
Rosalio's gonna look around the city for anything that just seems like it would be hollowed ground. Also, your paladin.
Well,
seems
does
to
Ali
uh,
tell you all about that?
Oh, fair point.
That's what
Also,
I
I
was
would
gonna
like
get to.
I was gonna point out, Emery gives the guy a pat on the head, and he heals him 10 hit points.
Okay.
Fact.
Just, I'm sorry I hurt the shit out of you, pat.
You're forgiven.
I guess Ali would look over at Rosalio and whoever else wants to join Rosalio. It at least gives a task.
Because
Could you find a bit of hollowed ground, like a church or something?
this thing can still hear you. Because it's still present. So if you want to say it aloud, it will hear.
Is there a language that it doesn't? Well, it probably know any language.
Hold on, I have a cantrip for this. I have
Message. I love the message cantrip for situations like this.
I love message cantrip. It's a
Honestly.
telepathic message
Yeah.
of like, could you find some sacred ground? I wish to speak
I-
with this.
You guys
being.
you can send that across the whole party because it's just a cantrip. You could just tell everyone one after another.
Sweet. In that case, I'd tell Rosalio and whoever else Rosalio wants to bring along for that.
Emery would probably be a good choice because of their divine sense.
Yeah, Emery and
Rosalio goes and taps Emery's arm and says, "Let's go meet up with the others that are down at the street level at the
Wait.
moment, shall we?"
Yeah.
Very
just
carefully
one,
not
really.
saying the actual mission.
Yeah, Warren's like the only one who didn't go up. Munkle, what are you doing, by the way?
Monko was just chilling down there. You know.
Oh, you didn't go
like-
up there?
No, yeah. I mean, Monko's not really one for conflict,
That's fair.
and he just like gave you spider climb, right? And he's just kind of sitting down and like, man, they're having fun out there. You know.
And what would
Monko
Nova be
with
doing?
Warren?
Munkle would be around Warren. But first, what would Nova be doing?
Yeah, I'd probably try to meet up with the others on the ground to keep them updated.
Okay.
Even though we have the owl here.
In that case,
looks like it's me and God and
yeah.
not
At-
the changeling.
At this moment in time, it is Ali and the
Oh wait, is it
changeling
just
up there.
Ollie?
Yes.
Oh, in that case, I'd probably stay up there because buddy system.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Was gonna say it, but
I didn't quite
I
catch
would-
everything, so it's just.
it's okay.
I would like to apologize to everyone for my alarming emotional
Is
reaction
there still a
to
crowd about that?
everything.
The crowd currently is dispersing. There is still some people lingering, but after the screaming stopped, everyone basically goes back to their business.
I'm pretty sure most of the screaming was coming.
Oh,
from
it
Emery.
was. It was.
Great, great.
Yeah.
Oh,
First, we will. This is going to be slightly separated, so I'm going to address Ali and Nova first because they're the smaller group, if that's okay. So, what are you two going to be doing? Are you going to be asking them any questions, or are you just going to be basically like holding them there until you get a response for some kind of location from the others?
I guess Ali would be trying to comfort this, obviously distressed changeling about this, because the fact of another power suddenly controlling you and being aware of that is not a comfortable feeling, and he would acknowledge that for someone who's probably seen this several times in his field.
Nova is relatively clueless, but it's kind of like, hey, sorry that we had to tie you up. We didn't know what you were gonna do.
It's okay.
Is there anything we can help you with?
It was
the
probably a
time being?
smart choice, since most of the spells I use require somatic components. They say chuckling, but it's almost a sad chuckle. I think I'm good. Who are you all? Well, the two of you. Your friends just walked away.
Well,
You don't seem very familiar.
We kind of just showed up from different places and are very confused. Also, apparently magic is very crazy around here. I had no idea it was this powerful.
Magic is quite cool.
quite so.
It's very scary.
So, message is you send a message to us. I'll send a message to you.
Basically,
Is
you
that
guys
how it
you guys
works?
can commune through message. If you want, you can also I'll allow you to send messages through your familiar. Even though it's not touch, you can
Google
communicate through that.
Yeah, Gufo will hear the changeling ask, "Who are we?" and I will respond with a message that whatever you answer him, do remember that a deity that may or may not be very, angry is
Hostile.
watching. They might not be paying attention, but they do have a set of ears over there. So whatever you answer that question with, be careful.
Thank you for the heads up.
From
It
that,
takes
I
me-
want Ali and Nova to give me Arcana or Religion checks. With
I
that
love
message
you,
from Warren.
That is
I
a
love-
16 for religion.
16.
I love so much Archon 25. I love you so much Archon.
Both of you get basically the same kind of knowledge from this message. Despite it not being overtly said by anyone, it's a common practice in both religious practices and magic practices that names hold great power. So if this thing were to give you its name, or the being it pacted with their name, that would give you power, but you giving it your name would hold even more power, because it is a celestial. And neither of you quite know how powerful a celestial is. Ali, you have a bit more frame of reference. You've seen celestials at work. You've seen them make and cast spells and make pacts. Nova, you're not quite sure. You know the myths, but that's
Yeah.
basically what you're limited to.
Well,
So
as
it may
much
be
as
unwise to give it your name.
We're new to town. Yeah.
Yeah,
Where are you
this
from?
is not put.
Are you from up north?
I'm sure. Well, complicated. Yes, it's far from here, I think. I mean, I suppose this place doesn't know of any winter hold of sorts.
Is that Winterhold? I don't know the exact city, but I assume it's a city basically of ice.
little distant in the frozen north.
We have
It's known.
there. I believe I know where you are speaking of. They, as they say this, you don't clock that they think you're talking about a different world. They think you are talking about its own, because north of this, for Nova who had seen the map, there is a northern, not continent, but northern region, which is basically frozen over. Which it's basically a hot spot of magic and kingdoms. So, for their perspective, they think you are from one of those smaller towns up there in the north. In the Northern Frost, as it was labeled on the map.
Kinda. Not. No, not from this. Kind of looks at Nova a little like, how the fuck do we explain this? Sort of look.
Nova shrugs.
Goofo will flap his wings and then will shake his head.
Yeah. Sure. That is where I come from. I'm a professor
Oh.
in schools.
Wow. That's nice. A few of my relatives went there. Or, well, went to school up there. I'm not quite sure what school exactly they went to. And as the three of you continue to converse, dang it, Uncle, no!
Yeah, so I'm being called right now.
It's okay. Just let me know when you're back.
Aiden hath been summoned.
If it's okay with the three of you, we will move to the other half of the party.
Of course.
And then it was 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. The other 4 of you. I can't math. You begin looking around the city for a space of hollowed ground. Is there anything specific or any specific place you want to look for that you think may be in fact hallowed?
Rosalia goes to a member of the crowd and simply asks for directions to the nearest church.
Alright. What were you gonna say, Sky?
I was gonna say, before we start doing anything, Emery had some stuff he wanted to say.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Feel free to say that.
Look, I wanted to apologize to you all for going off the rails. It's not exactly something I can control.
What
You
are you, a
know-
barbarian?
No.
I was joking. And I said that out of character.
I-
Because I have no character. I'm God. God just asked you if you're a barbarian.
I don't know if you heard.
Sorry.
I don't know if you heard when I said that the world I come from is full of radiation and monsters and all sorts of stuff. I used to be human. Now I'm more of a monster. I'm lucky I'm able to retain most of my humanity, but stuff like that happens. And I'm deeply ashamed. So, I'm sorry.
Monstrosity isn't your skin or your teeth or horns or tail or any of it. It is intent and action. And your intent was to stop a possible enemy who had possibly harmed various people of this town. As such, I'm not particularly worried about it beyond the possible legal ramifications.
Thanks. You are
Well-
one of the few people that understand it.
Well, no, how was I gonna say this? If it makes you feel any better, both of my parents were human, and I pointed my blue skin and pointed ears, and just look at how I turned out.
Yeah. It's a lot weirder to have been born human and then suddenly you're not. I don't know what I am. I'm not human, that's for sure.
Oh well, we don't have to be.
I honestly think humanity's kind of boring, to be perfectly honest. But then,
I wouldn't go
what
that
would I know? As Rosalio proceeds to show off his changeling powers a bit.
far.
Just makes his hair go rainbow for a second, you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice having friends who are also different. Makes you not feel so alone.
Mm-hmm. I pour out a cup of tea for a friendly paladin.
Or a
Rosalio
cup of tea
is
in
very
solidarity.
appeased by Warren's tea fascination. And really, honestly, it raises his... Every time Warren produces a cup of tea from someone, Rosalio's opinion of Warren goes up that little bit higher.
Just
Warren isn't gonna bring anything up about the tea. He's just gonna be like, "All right, very well then, gentlemen. Shall we head out?"
Yes.
Yeah.
I
you should
will
hurry.
remind all of you this thing is celestial. It does have a tinge of undead. So you are unsure if... I say hallowed ground not as a meaning of someplace that is sanctified religiously. I mean someplace that is basically beyond that. So it doesn't necessarily have to be blessed, because if it is blessed, that may be a stronger connection to the celestial, because you are unsure of its identity.
You might want to find something unholy then.
If there's a pocket to the Feywild, it's an option.
All of you give me a history check.
History.
That's
Fantastic.
Warren and Emery, you may make this with advantage.
Why?
For reasons.
Character lore
Fantastic.
reasons?
Character reasons.
Oh. So that's an 11 and a 12.
I got a
Emery's-
9 and a 7.
How fun. And what'd you get?
Emery's intelligence is 10.
Yeah, that's fair. Rosalio, what did you get?
17.
You aren't quite sure if there's anything exactly like a pocket to the Feywild. But you do think someone might be able to help you. If anyone, it would be the king. They seem to hold great deal of power. And what Warren and Emery recall, they recall their familiarity with the king. It's that same deja vu feeling, so you don't know exactly why you know this, but at Rosalio's mention of the Feywild, something in regards to the king's husband pops into your memory, but you aren't sure why.
I do think the king would be a good place good place to start in our search. He seems both powerful and knowledgeable.
Yeah, but we don't know if the Fae will have anything to do with, you know, the celestial stuff. Maybe
Would
we could
Rosalio have
rel-
recognized if, like, there was any sort of connection to the Feywild with this thing? Sorry, Sky.
With the Celestial?
Yeah.
The Celestial itself did not have any connection to the Feywild. And you aren't sure how the Feywild and the other planes are intermingled in this world. However, where you are from, they are quite separate. The powers of the Fey and the powers of the Celestials are separate in of themselves. So, whether it be Fey might be able to provide you some kind of protection from the Celestial's power. Infernal, they get being the antithesis of Celestials may also be able to help. But basically anything that isn't Celestial should be able to do something, even if it's mortal magic.
maybe we can rely on my, divine sense. Maybe we can find something that a celestial can't go into, if the DM would allow it. My tone was off. Apologies.
I heard. You can sense for something infernal if you would like. However, you cannot sense for the absence of something. So you can't sense for, like, the absence of celestial. You are only basically aware of when a celestial is there, or when, like, celestial, undead, or infernal is there. You can't, like, sense for where celestial can't be. You can sense where infernal may be, though.
Well, if Infernal's gonna be somewhere, then maybe a celestial would not want to be anywhere near that.
However, there might be some sort of demons or anything. And while I am no stranger to combat, we should probably try to avoid getting into another battle, particularly with two of our number guarding the Celestial.
Yeah, especially since I'm currently injured.
So what would you like to do? You can go to the king, try to find aid from him. You can ask the townsfolk. You may also fully just book it and ditch everyone and leave the campaign.
Time to book it then. No.
That is always an option, regardless of circumstance.
Oh, of course.
You can theoretically just run.
Rosalio thinks the king is a good option, but he also really wants to find like a Fey realm. Mostly for personal reasons, but also because he is a Fey, so naturally he would hold some ability.
Would Emery tell Rosalio of the brief deja vu that they felt in regards to the king's husband and some connection to the Fae?
Nope. Emery has no trust in the Fae. His grandma has told him stories. And he wants nothing to do with it. No. But also, he trusts Rosalio to a certain extent. So...
Okay.
Rosalio has proven himself to be trustworthy, but Faye in general... His grandma's from Appalachia. He's got some stories.
You I'm back.
Or did
Welcome
have
back!
stories.
Welcome back.
Everyone is currently trying to figure out... Well, the four of you are currently trying to figure out where you can go to get away from the eye of this celestial. You may also make a history check with advantage because Emery and Warren got to do so while you were gone.
Oh, coolio. With advantage. Oh, that's a 13. That's my best.
Jesus Christ!
And-
All three of you rolled horrible.
No, but I have a good
Oh yeah, you have good
Uh,
intelligence.
history. You said right.
Yeah.
That's okay. Oh, and dirty 20. Cause I got a +7.
Damn. So, like the other two, you remember. For some reason, the king's husband has some connection to the Fae, which may allow you to have a separate view or separate conversation outside of where the Celestial holds power. But you remember the king in general being able to traverse these realms.
Should I say that out loud because has no one else
It's up to you. You are the only one in this moment who knows this, who remembers this.
Oh, well, didn't the king, I forget his name, pardon me, but did he not have... yes, Card. Wasn't he, sort of well-versed in this, not only, Fae, but just dimensional, information in general? Maybe he could, help us in sort of evading or eluding the view of this.
Look, I personally, I don't really have much trust with the Fae, from my world at least, from the stories my grandma told me. I mean, he's, you know, when an old lady tells you her tales about folklore, you sit and you listen.
I mean, it sounds quite interesting, so I wouldn't complain. I want to hear those stories sometime.
Munkle did say, for clarification, not just the ability to travel through the Fae, but through other realms as well.
Yeah.
They did say that.
Then the king sounds like our best option.
Yeah. I was hoping not to involve anybody else, but it seems like we don't really have much choice.
If you are reluctant to go to the king, you may still ask the townsfolk. However, having seen the Celestial, or a Celestial, go through the town, you are unsure which, if any, townsfolk are able to be trusted.
Exactly.
But I assume we're in a corner out of the way, keeping careful watch on our surroundings to make sure no one's spying on us.
Give me perception checks.
Yeah, can I do that as well?
Yeah, all of you can
like,
do that.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, I got a net 20.
Hey!
That's the
Yay,
monthly fucking
Aiden!
good roll right there. With my fucking with
I feel like I don't even need to roll.
my shit though. That's 24 total.
You don't... None of you necessarily see anyone around you trying to spy in on the conversation. You see a few people, predominantly elves, those who are of elvish descent, with your conversation of the Fae and the Feywild. Their eyes perk up, and they begin to listen in, but that is the majority of it. You can't spot any exact person who seems out of place or who's trying to spy on you.
okay.
I will point out that Emery thinks that the elves are being weird, because there's no elves from where he's from. He doesn't get it. So he's just like eyeing them down suspiciously. Like, you're suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. No, don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. No, don't be suspicious.
The best stealth is to kill everyone else and then walk through the place nonchalantly stealth. If there's no one to notice, no one can notice.
It is how that works.
That was out of character.
I know. So,
Uh,
where do you all want to go? Do you want to keep looking around the city? Do you want to go to the king?
I think we should go to the king.
Yeah.
I believe the king is our best option.
Will you...
Yes, that.
Sorry, what were you going to say?
I was just gonna say that's what I think as well.
Okay. Will you alert the other two? Will you alert Ali and Nova right now, or will you wait till you get to the king?
Let's wait until... Let's inform them of where we're going, but not that they shouldn't move or anything yet. And, because I think if we start trying to move the Celestial without the King's power helping us, we might have another fight on our hands.
Exactly.
In that case, the four of you make your way through the town back to the king's castle. And after a moment, you are able to... What entrance do you want to use? Do you want to try to find your way back through the window that you had all seen in the day and the night? Or do you want to go through the front entrance or try to find another path?
Let's walk in through the front entrance?
Yeah. Well, I assume now the king would take us in with not much weight, so I just the front entrance.
Yeah. You guys walk through. You enter into the basically auditorium. And you see one of the guards. They're in quite heavy armor, but they have an aura to them that emanates magic. It's not necessarily... It's not magic of the weave, which for those of you who know what magic is and who are able to cast it, the weave is where Arcanum comes from. Arcanum is separate, at least in this world, from natural and divination and infernal magic. They emanate magic that is not of the weave, but it is also not of celestial origin. So it seems almost off, but they don't seem threatening to you. And as you walk in, the guard walks up to you as well. Are you here to see the king?
Yes.
Follow me. And they lead the four of you down through the hallways once more and back towards the ballroom. At this moment in time, the king and his husband have just sat down after a dance. And seeing the four of you walk in, he basically waves his hand and the guards leave. What do you all need?
Rosalio explains the situation. And he explains the situation, says they're thinking on what they need help with, and why they went to him.
I may be able to help.
I was thinking that if we could get to Fey Realm, at least from where I'm from,
The Feywild is not stable. And the Feywild and the Shadowfell are currently colliding. And him saying that, Munkle, as the only one who was able to actually remember the king properly before, you remember that is why the connection blinked into your mind. Him and his husband, or rather his husband, was trapped in the Feywild as it and the Shadowfell were colliding and collapsing. And you remember for some reason yourself and a few other people helping him get his husband out of there.
See.
It would not be wise to go there, currently at least. I am, however, able to make a pocket dimension, which should save us from prying eyes, as it were.
Good. I think that
Rosalio's
this
just
poor
kind of
guy
like
needs it.
staring blankly ahead at this point. Like, no mask or anything, just hearing of the Feywild collided with the Shadowfell. He's not in a good place.
Worry not. Not everyone died. And your Feywild is still quite intact for now.
It's kind of like when the Milky Way and the Andromeda will eventually collide with one another. Bits and pieces will get mashed together, and some will get flung far, far, far away.
Essentially,
Right.
yes.
Do
I
we
know
have
space
any
shit.
idea of what caused it?
I forget, not all of you have been through this before. The disappearance of the Elder God, it caused a fissure to be opened between realities, which is what caused, and he waves his arm through the air, and the four of you see an illusory image of the map that you had seen in the library with that same darkness. It's currently spreading. That is what caused this as well.
And it's going to keep spreading, isn't it? Throughout other realities.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Then it seems we must make haste at fixing it. Or averting this.
Yes. So, and that was a bad clap. There we go. He claps his hands. And the five of you are whisked away into a pocket dimension of sorts. And suddenly, Ali, Nova, and the other changeling are now all in this pocket dimension with you.
What the? What? What just happened?
3 times. Could no one send a fucking message?
Well,
Goofo,
I didn't know it was gonna happen either.
Goofo is
Question: Are we
current.
in a safe situation? Do you know what's
Al-
going on? Does anyone know what's going on?
Yeah, this is all completely controlled, I think.
It's under
Okay.
control.
Yes. Also, Eden Allen sounds very frantic in the text I'm seeing. Is Goofo with us?
Goofo is not with you at this moment in time.
Oh.
You got Owl just looking around like, where did everyone go?
I figure, Warren would bring up Gufo. I mean, pretty much wanting Gufo back.
Warren, just so you know, you are still muted in case you were trying to talk. But yes, Gufo is not with you at the moment. However, you are all once more in your party with currently the king. You currently cannot.
Oh.
You currently cannot see through Gufo.
gonna be able to
Yeah.
absorb this conversation if he is blind and deaf.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be problematic. Have we just been, like, leading him along?
Well, no, he could see through Gufo at the time.
Fair.
Yeah. You can still see, like, it's almost like a static connection to like a TV. It's not a very good connection, but it exists. You can see and hear the ballroom that they were in. You can't, however, see or hear the place that you are currently in.
I'm pretty sure you can disconnect the senses pretty easily, though, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure what Al is trying to say is that Warren, as a person, is Helen Keller.
Alan loves playing blind characters for some reason. But yeah, now you can see and hear again. Because with they were saying that because when you look through your familiar's eyes, you can't see or hear anything from your position.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, now all of you can see and hear what is happening here.
Well, what kind of music do we need now?
Give me some, not quite celestial
Creepy forest
music. Some creepy,
I think
some creepy church
I
music.
think I might have do you something better.
It'd be
Cause this
pretty
is like
cool
a
if it-
forest, right?
Currently, you're in a pocket dimension.
Yeah, I was gonna say it'd be
Just
pretty
the
cool.
void.
Like fucking.
It is. It's not necessarily a void, but it appears that way. So it would be. I guess you could say it would be some kind of like space music.
I was gonna say it'd be pretty cool if this was like fucking, just pocket dimension, just playing like, just like eternal like jazz, like what we're hearing fucking.
Unfortunately, no. You cannot control the sound.
Allie would probably lose it even more if it were jazz. He already is like eye twitching and whiskers curling, sort of. If I had a nickel every time I've been teleported out of my will. If this king wasn't some powerful being, I would have choice words to say, but for reasons of keeping myself and others alive, I won't say.
Emery, do you use your divine sense again?
Yeah.
You do not sense the celestial and undead presence with the changeling anymore. However, you do sense a different undead and celestial aura emanating from the king. It's not the same celestial, but for some reason there is still that aura around him.
Do
So
I
you-
see anything?
Your see invisibility is still active. So
Yes, for an hour.
you see broken wings on the king's back.
Kind of like the one that was with the changeling before.
No. Actually broken wings.
Alright. What's with the two of you and the undead celestial bullshit?
I hate having to go through this. This is like the 5th time I've had to tell you all this. But fallen god.
It is. Oh.
The
It's
fallen
like-
god, like we've seen in the.
No, I'm a fallen
Like-
god.
You're
You're a what now?
God, all of you, every time you never remember this.
What do you mean by every time?
This is like the 5th round we've gone through this. It's quite annoying.
This must be,
Aggravating.
yeah. This must be some kind of dreadful carousel for you, huh?
It's quite
Damn.
the adventure, yes.
Damn, that sucks.
Wait,
Anyway,
are-
want a cup of tea?
I have some fey herbs that are mild hallucinogenic effect.
Is it like magic mushrooms?
More magic than mushroom, but kind of.
So what exactly did you want to ask this changeling? You see, the changeling is currently horrified. They have no clue what's happening. They just got teleported here out of nowhere, and they don't know who this... Well, they know who the king is, but they're like, did I do something wrong? Is this dude about to kill me?
Hey, buddy,
Oh
you're
my
free.
God.
You can speak about everything you want to speak about. Your god isn't listening anymore.
We want to know.
For the record-
why-
Discussions are to-
For the record, Allie, you also feel your connection with your celestial severed. While here, at least.
We wish to know
Fine.
if you knew anything about the disappearances of people. We also wish to know about the being you made a pact with.
It takes the changeling a moment to speak. In that moment, the king responds for them. I will let you know, because I don't think they know. The being they made a pact with is not a god, but is part god. Their name is Ezekiel. They are descended from the god who disappeared. Which is why the aura you sensed was undead and celestial,
Oh.
with their parent god gone from this world. Their celestial powers are diminished. And the changeling is actually surprised at this, but quickly mutters out a continued response. I saw something taking people a few nights ago. And when
Right.
it went through my house, it saw me and I saw it. And it had wings. It looked like shattered glass. It's hard to explain.
Hmm.
But it basically told me to take the fall if anyone started looking into this. So long as it left my family alone.
Mr.
Shit.
Kingsbury, I don't suppose you could get their family to somewhere safe.
This... I suppose you would call them a... They're not full celestial, they are part humanoid. I believe you all call them... I actually can't remember the name of it. What is it called? When you're half celestial?
Ismar?
Asmar?
Asimar.
Asimar, there we go.
They...
There's also something.
They would be considered...
Children of Celeste.
Yeah. They would be considered an Asimar by your standards.
What's an Asmar?
Part celestial, part humanoid. They... This one in particular is quite powerful. The reason they are not here is because I've taken you all to a pocket dimension inside of my own lost godhood. That is a
Still can't
place...
Get over.
That is a place no other Celestials can go.
Am I supposed to bow for you or
It's-
something?
You could have bowed for me because I'm the king, but no. fallen gods don't
Am
have
I-
the same reverence as normal gods.
Well, I still think it's cool as shit.
Much appreciated.
So, mad props.
But, yes, as they said, it would be difficult to take their family somewhere safe. At least entirely safe from this celestial. From what I recall, they have been rallying allies through each version of this world. There aren't as many of you left as there should be.
People from other worlds.
People who have already gone through this, he says while looking towards Emery, Munkle, and Warren in particular. The three of them,
Why are you looking at me?
you three have gone through this many times.
Oh.
Yeah. Or
Oh.
at least
Do I ever find my husband? Do I ever find him? Is he dead?
your souls have. We've been fighting a losing battle. Each time we have to reset the world, it resets the entire multiverse. Starts everything from scratch. And we can't keep doing that forever. Volfon is quite exhausted.
Who's that?
I imagine so. I mean, restarting the multiverse? That's gotta take some
It's not very easy.
power. Yeah.
Volfon is only able to do it because they hold dominion over time itself. Any other god, including the remaining elders, cannot do it.
So why do you keep resetting?
Because I'd rather not have all existence be destroyed. And I don't think Volfon would either.
So how do we keep it from all going kaboom?
We basically have to kill the Celestial. Or we have to find Zur. And for Emery, Munkle, and Warren, this name brings back countless memories of your previous lives. Not to perfect recollection, but you remember at least the big picture of them.
Yeah,
Munkle
Emery kind of
got
like
it.
grabs his head and kind of just like.
Yeah, Munkle like had like his hand raised right after like while he was speaking to Emery.
Yes, Munkle?
Well, you said that this has been reset many times, and so I was wondering how many, because when you say that this being is very tired, it does is that like we have a few more hundred goes, or is this a sort of
We have about 2. And that's only if you all survive. If one of you dies, this is the last round.
Well, fuck.
We would have had more, but two of you were lost in transmission, if that makes sense. And as he says this, Munkle, you've been able to grasp the most memories. Emery, you can kind of make it out. Warren, you yourself are more detached from this. As a person, you are much different from your previous selves, so it's almost as if your mind doesn't want to remember. But for Munkle and Emery, as he says this, both of you see flashes of other companions who you had fought alongside with. A man clad in armor near 9 feet tall, being crushed by a king. Not this king, but being destroyed. And another ally, one similarly clad in armor, but who is much more small and humanoid. You see them get shot from behind as an arrow pierces through their heart, and they fall. And behind them is the unconscious bodies of... God, what were your characters' names? Herc, the unconscious bodies of Herc, and Sky, what was your last character?
Urium.
Urium. Both of your unconscious bodies are there, and you almost see through their eyes as Ace's character is shot from behind, and the arrow bursts, tearing themselves and their soul apart, as Ezekiel, who you had seen before as the Pope of Zour's church, laughs. And
Not hyper, loin.
you all return.
Sorry, I have to say that.
I know you did.
specifically
I know
because
you
of
did.
this fucking spelling.
I know.
It's because of the spelling.
It's unfortunate.
Why is it hyper loin?
Technically, it's
It is.
Hyperion, but Hyperloin was the joke name.
Hyperloin, it is what it do, Yugi, you know? Fucking, I think Monkel right now is just in like a state of, like, you know, he's shut down right now, fucking. This is so much more than that he thought he was gonna, so much more information than he thought he was gonna take in right now.
Yeah.
Ah, I'm back from
It's-
the dead.
It's not a very good situation. But the newbies, you guys should be good for a few more rounds. But I won't be there, and neither will Vaughn, so I'm not quite sure how it'll end up without our help.
I would rather avoid having to go through several rounds of this, if it can be avoided at all.
That is the plan.
under
That
any
is
circumstances
that's the plan.
whatsoever.
From what,
So let's not repeat history.
again.
what I can gather about myself in previous incarnations, determination was on my side. I don't think I'd be going anywhere.
Yeah. Not a very good position to be in. At least for us. For Ezekiel, he's sitting pretty.
Do we know Ezekiel's goal?
The king kind of just cedes the stage to Munkel and Emery, seeing if they can retain as much memory as he has.
From what I can recall, the name, I remember he was.
Doesn't he? He wants to bring back Zur, right?
There we go.
Zar,
Zur. It's
Yeah.
in common. It's XZUR. It's a weird pronunciation, but
And
Apologies for the name butcher, Zor.
he's not.
Zar- Zui.
He's not here.
Was he not using a lot of a specific material in an attempt to do so, if I can remember properly?
Adamantine.
Yes.
That
Oh, just don't let him touch my armor then.
that plan went a bit too well after
Oh,
you
wait.
all had to flee. It was unfortunate. Yes, Nova?
Nova also has adamantine armor that they aren't really aware of it.
Things didn't go quite well after you all split up. Though, you two, I remember you not quite as well, but my sister knew you. He says while saying this to Rosalio and Nova.
I don't think I can quite recall.
Sierra, you did use Nova in the previous campaign, correct?
For one session!
For one session, yes.
That I don't remember. Oh!
Yep.
Oh! Oh, okay. Okay.
You may have known her as Bukra. She was the goddess of earth.
I'm just
Okra?
getting a vague feeling of cookies.
Yeah, me too. Oh, no. Oh,
The
no.
the god's gone.
Oh,
He's dead and buried. He was never recreated after
Yeah.
the reset. He's gone.
All I
Now that you
remember-
mention it, I do have some recollection of some cookie being
Don't.
that.
from
They who must not
from
be
my-
named no longer exist. We need not worry. The cookie revolution is not a factor in this world.
The cookie
Yeah.
god isn't coming
My-
back.
What?
Did I have something to do with that? I have a very vivid.
Herc may or may not have created a god of cookies who was sentient and then revolted against all civilization.
That Herc was on.
I
Yes, you were Herc.
How successful was this day?
Very.
Unfortunately so.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
The
instead
name
of
Bokra.
cannonballs, it's just giant cookies.
No, it was.
cookie.
They
It was.
how come
they had guns.
It was.
That.
Firearms.
You know
Yes.
what? Let's just move on.
why
somehow
when
I
I
remember
hear
it.
the name
Somehow I remember
why
this
when I
over anything.
Yes, Emery?
why when I hear the name Okra I can only think of sadness,
She
grief.
was also the goddess of loss. She
Yeah, that explains it.
She was actually almost the inverse of me. She used to be mortal. And she ascended to godhood. Think those old Grecian tales, if you had those.
Grecian?
Heracles, born half god, ascended to
Oh,
godhood.
Greek.
Yes.
This doesn't sound
Greek.
familiar.
It's an earth thing.
Hercules.
No. the god just says no.
I was making a joke,
I'm
although I could have.
I'm
been
well
referring
aware.
To the Disney Hercules. Sorry, I mean Huncules.
the god just
I stand
sighs.
by what I said. I stand by what I said.
Moving
It
on.
was said in the movie.
Are there any more questions you want to ask this changeling?
I feel like everyone's besides the king has gotten completely sidetracked and forgotten.
Yes, everyone.
Well, yes,
Oh.
huge lore drop. We're all different reincarnations of things that we were. Anyway.
I mean,
we're
Allie,
offended at least 5
Allie,
times.
you're the only one who's relatively new to this.
He's very silent, very not saying anything.
Rosalio asks the changeling if they know anything, if there's anything they can give us on what the Celestial might be planning.
I'm not sure. I
Oh, that's a bit disappointing.
I can see glimpses. of just as they can see glimpses of me, I can see glimpses of them. It's a two-way street. But I'm not able to see much. I know they're in a church. It's unfortunately warm. So likely either south of here or in the eastern continent's desert.
Well then.
They aren't anywhere near adamantine from what I could see.
If their plan didn't work the last time, then I doubt they'd try it again.
Oh, no, it worked. Karg says this. It
Oh,
wasn't good. It didn't end well.
if... What's the god's name again?
This guy? Or Ezekiel? Or Zur?
Ezekiel's god.
Ezekiel's
Zur.
god's name is Zur, yes.
If Zur being gone is the reason for the world starting to
Collapse.
rot like this, collapse, deteriorate, then why is him being brought back causing problems?
It's...
Because he doesn't want to be.
Exactly. It's not him being brought back itself that is causing the problems, it is the unwillingness. Ezekiel is attempting to bind the Elder God to our plane.
You know what this reminds me of? Some kind of assault that was totally illegal back on my world. That man could be in jail.
Probably. But he's kind of a pope, so...
Well, of course he should be in jail. He's a pope. You know what popes do to children.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Should I
Yeah.
let this changeling go? Or?
I mean, probably.
The Celestial had them as a... They were supposed to take the fall if the Celestial instead of the Celestial. So they obviously got noticed. I have a feeling if they're just let go and allowed to walk freely willy-nilly, then their family and they might suffer for it.
I have another idea. Would you like to, and Karg, this is partial. I don't know how your abilities work with this. Would you like to maybe stay here for the time being, to stay away from this celestial
That
protection?
may not be extremely healthy, but we could try.
And maybe just for a day or two at least.
Oh, this is gonna take much longer than a day. Just so you know. The last time it took a... he glances over to Emery and Munkle. How long did it take before you all got absolutely destroyed by that king? Months? Few months?
I don't know.
There's quite a few whispers of memory, so I can assume a while.
Yeah. Well, at least you have all your limbs this time.
Yeah.
Was that question?
That was directed at
not-
Munkle.
Was not having limbs an option?
Well,
I remember.
Oh, that's right, didn't you?
Yeah, I even now I am still sort of sore. Now that you mention it, in some joints where I can only assume limbs were severed. I did see myself laying behind another companion of mine in a vision not too long ago. And
Oh,
I
that-
was rather,
that was different. That was when... What was Ace's character's name? I feel like it started with an A.
Was it fucking? What the fuck was it?
Whatever his face. That was when he was eradicated.
Yes, but
Oh.
I could see the prosthesis, the
Oh yeah, you
metal prosthesis.
also lost the other leg. It was
Let's hope
unfortunate.
that this time you're a lot smarter.
Yeah.
You did jump onto the back of a dragon.
Yes.
Do you feel smarter?
I was a
Or
lot.
do you feel...
I think it's
I
less a
was
question
also-
of intelligence and more of wisdom.
It was
No,
also
I
a lot
think it's a-
larger.
general brain power?
You were quite the hunk. You were a barbarian. You were quite angry, and you never got as angry as you should be in time. So you don't have to worry about that now.
Well,
Hey, I can be angry for the two of us now.
well, I'm glad that you see me as more refined.
Trust me, the first guy, oof. Well, the first you. The first you, oof. It was rather horrific. So, even Herc was a step up from that.
Well, I guess
Oh.
I should take that in stride.
It's a compliment. It's a compliment.
You're improving. Think of it this way: with every life, you've gotten better.
And now this is your last one.
So best not fuck it up.
So I have gathered. So, is trying to get back to our world, is that option off the table now?
Yeah. That was never on the table.
I like
Even
this
if
place a
we
lot better
managed
anyways.
to fix things.
Hmm?
What if things get fixed?
Then you can go home, yeah.
Hey, I have a question.
I rather imagine we won't actually truly be able to return home, as it were. For even if we return to the location, we ourselves will be changed from our journeys.
Well, yeah, but home would be the same, right?
Time will have passed.
We don't know
Let's
how
not hope
much
it's
time
too
though.
much.
Every world
Hey,
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yes, Warren?
So, hypothetically, if there was a portal that felt like on the other side was a way home, do you know what would have happened if we would have gone through it? For completely hypothetical.
You probably wouldn't be here. So
Here as in alive, or here as in on this plane of reality?
both. Being
Oh.
dead tends to send you to another reality.
Fair enough.
I look at Ali Hazer with like a subtle like.
Allie, don't you still have the shard?
No, that's Rosalio.
Oh, Rosalio has the shard.
Yeah, I'm just like, ooh, it's a good thing we didn't go
I
through that.
still have the map from that temple that was rubbed off from that wall. Still do have that.
Do you bring that out? Or are you saying this aloud?
Yeah. No, I'm kind of just bringing it out and like.
Oh, there was a room you guys could have gone through.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Was Alex in
Really?
character who told us?
Yeah, Karg fully says this.
It-
Yeah, there was a few rooms you guys missed.
I don't know
Yeah,
what's going on.
Figured that we didn't really have much time to fully.
I
go
forget you
through
guys
the-
can't cast time stop. I forget. My apologies.
Well,
Like
right
the ninth
now
level.
we can't. That doesn't mean we can't later.
Rosalio pulls out. Would he pull out? Should he pull out the shard thing?
You can.
He brings it up, but he doesn't pull it out. When
Bring.
we were running from this plane. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was brings it up as in talks about it.
brings it up as saying it exists
Oh, okay.
and informing the king of it.
Keep that on hand. Could make a good weapon.
Noted. I should probably not bring it out right here and now, though, correct?
I mean, it's not dangerous for me. Well, it shouldn't be. I can die. But I'm still kind of a god.
You sound oddly cheery about the dying thing. No more. I don't engage them. Anyways, moving on.
At least we don't have to deal with a god war this time.
That was an option?
It was interesting.
Alright, can you repeat that?
God war? Not the cookie god war. Different god war. So you know how your giant steely friend, his god got killed?
Yes.
Hyperloin.
Hyperion.
I remember him
No.
being a very spiteful soul.
In the first version of this, he didn't die. It didn't end well.
Oh.
Okay.
Though most of you weren't here for that one. Emery was. But you died pretty fast too. At least your soul was intact. You were
How old am I?
pretty old. You were an elf? Wood elf? And you were of... I can't remember who exactly you were. We never really got to talking.
I was a woman.
That is true. I do remember that.
Never thought I'd see the day.
Souls don't really have a gender. So,
Fair.
kind of just kind of just a blob. So,
I am a blob. I always knew I was a blob. Deep down.
Truly.
moving on.
Oh, wait, philosophical.
This
Is life one big blob?
I'm a soup.
No, that is true. We are soup. And so is the ocean.
We're just spoonfuls of soup.
We are mini oceans because oceans are soup. Well, technically speaking, oceans are a chowder.
Do you say that in character?
Yeah.
Shut up, Emery.
I would prefer to be a cup of tea.
I prefer to be a hallucinogenic weed. Honestly.
I can't tell if this is worse or better than the cookie god.
Yeah, can you elaborate a bit on that? You say
No.
Well, at least we're not trying to destroy the world.
That god is dead and buried. And he's never coming back. Promise me. Promise me. The king grabs you by your shirt. Never bring it back.
Fuck it.
Rosalio is writing down notes, by the way.
I promise.
For Nova, quick synopsis. Aiden had an item that let him pull out any kind of cookie he wanted, and he said God cookie. And I had him roll a D100, and it was high enough that it just made a god that is of cookies.
Oh, boy.
I was trying to make a cookie to like gift to
Yeah,
a god.
for a god. And it
Cookie
didn't.
worthy of a god. But
Yeah,
instead
it
a
didn't.
Cookie. You made a
Yeah.
god that was a cookie.
And his name was Hi, Father. My name
Yeah,
is Steven.
No, yeah, yeah.
No.
The thing is,
I
he
can
asked
see you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he asked for, The cookie asked for a name. The cookie asked for a name, so I gave him.
That's in
You
my
called them
ear
Steven.
holes.
Yeah, I called him Steven.
Why did I
know?
wear headphones?
And you sent them off.
the
You
best-
gave them all of your money, and you just sent them off.
Yeah.
No, after giving them a mechanical body. After giving them a mechanical body.
About the cookie. Yeah, I
Did you
gave him
want
a
me to-
mechanical body.
Yeah, did you want me to like leave him on the curb with nothing? You know, like fucking.
Hey, I mean, Herc may have been a
Please,
deadbeat
child
dad, but
support.
at least he gave his kid money.
True. We currently have 4 minutes left in the session, unless you guys want to go longer. It's up to you.
No,
I
I'm
have
not
to-
sure how much longer I can go, but I
Yeah, same
think
here.
I
I got-
can.
Okay.
I could do a couple minutes, but I have no idea when I'd leave, so.
In that
Yeah,
case,
What I had.
this feels like
I'm
a good
gonna-
place to end it.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The next
I do
session
have
a
we'll
question
just be
about-
leaving.
What is your question
Yeah.
about the cookie god?
all I'm thinking about is like when I'm hearing about the Steve and the Cookie God, I'm like the really huge gingerbread cookie from like Shrek, like the second.
No, it was
No, the large Gingy.
like
No, it was just a regular sized ginger.
It's just a cookie with
It
like
was-
a.
Sized cookie.
it was a cookie with literally pencil like drawn on arms and legs and a mouth.
Yeah, it was like his like his sentient, you know, like his appendages and such, his mouth, his eyes, they were 2D. Like they
Yeah.
were just like fucking.
They literally fell through the ground and just laid on their back as their legs.
Yeah, 'cause
And
it's,
arms were,
fucking
like-
infinitely thin.
Yeah. So that's why that's why they got the
Mechanical body.
that's why they got the mechanical
I'm
body.
making a baker next round. If there's ever a next round, I'm making a baker for this person.
No, yeah,
No.
but the thing is, for some reason, who the fuck was it? Was it Roquefort that gave
Roquefort.
him a mint? Yeah, gave him
Yeah.
a fucking like, was it a Tommy gun or some shit? Like,
a mech suit. I don't
He
think
just
that's
I
the
remember
main
him
weapon
having
I
just like
I think it had a weapon.
no, you
I
like
don't
you said
remember
his
if it had-
no, was it had like
Oh,
a
yeah,
Gatling
I
gun or
used
some shit?
gold-
It did.
I used some gold that I stole. I used some gold that I stole from a
A church donation thing.
donation box, and I gave it a weapon as an affront to God.
It was interesting. It was interesting.
I'm gonna head out. Glad I was able to make it through to the end of a session. Fuck yeah.
I am very happy about that. I hope you guys enjoyed this.
Oh yeah.
It was great.
So fun.
This
Eden.
is that's a lot of lore.
Yeah.
What are you saying, Aiden?
Fucking, it's gonna be like this for like a fucking next like month or so because I'm going on break, so I'm not gonna have to like, you know, leave.
Yes. Wait, you're on break for a month?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, all of December. Yeah.
Holy, bro, lucky.
On God, just born in the
Fucking
cooler country.
Mexico,
I guess.
baby.
I don't think. Aren't you in Arizona?
No, I'm in Mexico.
You're in Mexico. Why did I think you were in Arizona?
Is man south of Arizona.
I'm tired.
But yeah.
I tired. I'm dad.
But yes, this was a very lore-heavy session.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
we followed someone over a building, went to the castle, and then yeah. So pretty fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, this was a
Can't
real
wait for
fucking.
next section, man.
This was a fucking, you know,
Yeah.
five. This was like
Yeah,
a 5-footer, you know.
I'm glad I recorded the session. I remembered to record it.
Excellent.
Awesome.
So if any of you want to rewatch the chaos, if you want to rewatch the chaos, just let me know and I can send the link in chat.
Yeah. My favorite
I
part
wouldn't
of this
mind-
session was where
Alright, goodbye everyone.
Bye.
I was gonna say my favorite part of the session was when Allie and Nova were like, the changeling was like, "Who are you people?" And then I was like,
Not from here.
"That's not a."
I should have had you make a deception check.
Oh yeah.
That's not a.
Honestly, I did have a
That's
thought of having Rosalio stay behind with them just because he's the social, like, mastermind person. But I did.
It ended up fine.
Yeah, it ended up fine.
In all fairness, we were mostly truthful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
like,
vague.
The only thing that stopped you was Warren was like,
Because Rosalio knows that Warren was the thing that stopped them from doing that. Because I think it took them a bit to actually get down to Warren. So, like...
I don't know if you would.
I don't
Yeah,
think
I
Nova
think he
would have
wouldn't.
tried to restrain like giving names actually, so we'll just say that helped.
Yeah.
Ali wouldn't have given name. It wouldn't like crossed him. Like if he got the information of the whole like celestial thing, I'm sure he had like a little bit of like names or power.
Yeah. But having it reminded was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna head out.
"Yep."
If anyone wants to see the recording, please say that in chat. And I will bid you
Do you
all.
have like a G drive?
Do I have a what?
Like a Google Drive for all the past recordings of the sessions we had?
I'm currently making I think I might have forgotten to record a couple of them. But I have it on a Dropbox.
I
Yeah,
do
if
have
you have
one
all the
question.
ones from like the beginning of this current run.
Yeah, I should.
I'm having ideas.
What were you gonna ask, Alan?
Just one question before you head out. So if Warren dies, do I have any more chances, or have I already squandered them all?
You have had a few new characters. But since that was in the same version of the campaign, you will be able to like make a new character.
Oh,
It's just
gracious,
like
thank you.
it's resetting the world. Is the
Gotcha.
problem?
Oh, boy.
It's not like new
it's just
characters.
like, I historically have a very bad history of keeping my characters alive.
Yeah, just a little bit.
In this
Like-
in this Discord, I have had 4 separate characters die, and I mean die, not like they just ran away. Like
They're
died.
like, die. Like fucking Oogway.
Like Revivify guys can't do anything kind of.
Well, I'm gonna head out and
Revivify would have been able to help out. At the time, we were like level 1, so we didn't have access to Revivify.
well, I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
See you all next week.
Okay,
All right.
bye.
Bye.
See y'all next time. Bye.
Good.